Ladies and gentlemen, this video is now in session. Obi-Wan362 Gamer Outlaw presiding. And welcome back to more Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. And welcome to Halloween time. You can see everything is in the spirit, except those of you who aren't getting dressed up, and you're all traitors. Just want you to all know that. How dare you not be dressed up for Halloween. Anyway, last time we were going through some more of the missions, and we actually hit story? The foretellers are battling. We ran into a dark Chirithy, which was weird. And we're on the case of what happened to Ephemer. Because he's been missing for a while now. We kind of just were like, oh no, our friend is dead. And we just didn't worry about it anymore. Well, it's time we start worrying again. We've had him come to us in a dream. He came to this other chick in a dream, and so now it's up to us to see what's going on, and we're going to be using Starlight for story reasons. So, not good reasons, but reasons nevertheless. I haven't really decided, oh, I don't know if I mentioned it, the foretellers are fighting. So, that seems like less than good news. I don't think we've used Wrestler, so we'll take Wrestler with us. Head to the place you last saw Ephemer. Okay, I really hope that's like the only. Why are we all the way down here? Oh, that's right. Oh nope, we're actually going. Okay, nope. I was like, what are we doing down here? I didn't realize we were actually in the right location. My bad. What were you guys complaining about? I don't know. It's weird that you were complaining when we're doing exactly what we should be doing. Clearly. I think you guys just want me to go off on random areas and locations and whatnot that are not helpful. I want to let you guys know, currently, there is a sale on Steam for a game called Icy. It's a fun side scroller as far as I've seen. Pretty good combat. But the real reason I bring the game up is because the current sale, it's like it's a fairly substantial sale on Icy. I would highly recommend looking it up so you can see what people who have actually played it and know more about it say about it. It seems like one of those where it was designed for people who like to try and like get around things in games. But so that's on sale, but it has a bundle sale going on right now. And in that bundle, you can get a Steam Link? Yeah. For $1. They're normally $50 from Steam, and you can buy it. And you can get Icy, which is a pretty good game, for about 30% off, and the Steam Link for $1. So all told, not counting shipping, it costs $9. So if you've ever thought about getting a Steam Link, now's your time. What have you got to say, girl? We have to hurry. Let's go, Obi-Wan. I concur. Let us see if Ephemer has left us any body parts to salvage. For those who don't know what a Steam Link is, it's basically a thing that you plug into your TV, and it lets you stream. It lets you hook it up to your TV, and via wireless or wired connection, you can play any games you have on Steam on your TV. Like it streams it from your computer to the thing, so that you can play it using a monitor of your choice. So, if that's something you've ever been interested in, okay, cool. Give me a second. Alright, so there was no cutscene. The little cutscene The little cinema icon was just to let you know that it was going to have the little screen at the start of the mission to tell you, go to where you last saw Ephemer. Which it's like, thanks, game. But yeah, so I replayed it to make sure there was no cutscene at the end. And lo and behold, there 'twas not. So, but yeah, so if you've ever been interested in getting a Steam Link, this is your chance. This is your opportunity. Aha! Excellent. And now, wrestler, if you'd be so kind. So you're facing the wrong direction, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. My plans have kind of been torn asunder as far as I talked about doing uploads this weekend. I talked about doing uploads this weekend. I got a text the other day from someone in my Extra Life guild, and for those of you curious, I will be doing an Extra Life stream, a 24-hour stream again this year. There might be 2, depending on how things go. Depending on how we work things out in the guild. But, I digress. But so, I got a message and they're like, hey, I'm the secretary for our guild. And they're like, hey, the president and vice president are going to be out of town this weekend, and there's a group who's going to be hosting a LAN party, a charity LAN party for Extra Life. Can you go run a table at the party? I'm like, okay. I was like, sure, I can do that. I had no other plans. And I'm like, okay, well, that won't be too bad. We'll go spend a nice evening there, whatever, it'll be cool. So, I waited a couple days and was like, hey guys, I haven't gotten any info on this, so can I get, you know, a time and a place and stuff? They send it to me. The LAN party is from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Saturday. And so I'm just like, oh, okay, so this isn't gonna just be a little short thingamer-what's-it. No, this is gonna take my whole Saturday. Great. So, yeah, I gotta go do that this weekend, which will be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be fine. It's just the fact of the matter that I wasn't prepared. I had other plans. I didn't think this was going to take up my whole day. So that's the only part that's kind of got me like, So, starting to wonder if I'm gonna. I didn't connect to my Wi-Fi, which is my fault. I should have done that. Because inevitably, anytime I don't connect to the Wi-Fi, I end up having connection errors at some point during the video. Hello, Prize Egg, my old friend. Oh no, now you're dead. That's such a shame. It's such a crying shame. Now you're gonna poke me. Ow. You know, that hurt. Unfortunately, I needed, attack boost 2, and I don't have it, so... Lame! Get out of my life. Get out of my life, Gargoyle. Oop, missed that. It's hard because I end up looking at my, the Elgato game capture, stuff has a quote-unquote lagless display, so you could just play. If you didn't have a monitor, you could play using just your computer for consoles or whatever. And that's also how I record this with the little attachment that I bought, which lets me stream out my video through an HDMI cable. But so half the time I'm watching that. I'm watching my computer as I do this. But so sometimes that means if I don't think to look before I click, I'll miss what I'm supposed to be hitting, like that chest that we ran past. So yeah. So just when you see my character doing things that suggest that I'm not paying enough attention to what I'm doing, it's usually that. I also might not be paying enough attention to what I'm doing. That's entirely possible. But it's usually 3 or fewer special attacks. But special attacks are how I do everything. How will we go on? Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna be going to a LAN party this weekend, and I'm also just like, do I take my computer? And President was like, oh yeah, you could totally take. He's like, you could take your own if you want to go and participate. And I'm like, I've never participated in a LAN party before, and so I'm not. There's a hair here. I'm not entirely sure what to anticipate. And more than that, ooh. There we go. I was like, you need 3 or fewer special attacks. But I'm like, and more than that, I have the issue of like, I don't know exactly like, let's say 3 or fewer, right? Yep. I don't know what to expect, and I don't want to have to lug my tower, my giant tower, to a college campus. It just doesn't sound like a good time. Or load it into my car. My little muscle car, which doesn't have a lot of room. So I have to see if my girlfriend will let me borrow her laptop so I can have stuff to do while I'm there. But because I'll have Icy to play now. I now have Icy. It's an option. So hopefully she didn't take it. She's currently in Florida, and I'm like, oh, I hope she didn't take it with her. I don't think she would have. I know she was taking her Kindle so she could read, but I don't think she was taking her laptop because she didn't want to fool with it, with security and all. But she might have changed her mind. I don't know. Oh, now I'm supposed to equip Treasure Trove. Oh, well, now I have to equip Treasure Trove. Well, fine then. We'll equip Treasure Trove. Though with this setup, I could cast 3 Hainer Pence Olets, and I'd have so much defense and PSM defense. Blow your mind. Blow your frickin' mind. You have to say, we have to hurry. Let's go, Obi-Wan. Alright, fine. See if I talk to you anymore. All I want to do is talk to you, see how you are. And you're like, let's go. And your criticism, also the game appears to be slowing down some. Come on, phone, you can handle it. There's still not that many enemies. Ya wimp. So, oh, that was super short, actually. 5 or more special attacks? I think I used like 3. I didn't realize it. Oh, man. Actually, I think this is 3. 4. Good. And 5. Glad I checked that. So, that worked out just fine. There we go. Full mocks. Full mocks on that. So, it's we're at an interesting point in the... Oh, speaking of story. Is this where you last met with Ephemer? Yep. It was weird. There has to be something up ahead. I don't think this is a good idea. Are you sure this is a good idea? Yep, see? Close enough. Between those three weirdos and that dark Chirithy, I don't have a good feeling about this. Well, you know what, Chirithy? Gosh, the jerky way that the Kaga moves and the water flows makes it look like my phone is slowing down. But you can see from the way that, from their idle animations, everything's fine. So that just that bothers me. It's okay, Chirithy. We'll make it. You know your way around the tower, don't you? Yeah. Why do you ask? Well, we're gonna go in. Duh. I was hoping you could show us the way. Duh. Come on, Chirithy. I suppose I could. But this area is off limits, so once you get a quick peek, we're out of here. Yeah, see? Okay? You got it, Chirithy. Got it. Let's do this. Oh ho ho! My ghosts phased through that cog. They're real ghosts. Oh, another Darkling. Bring it on, Darkling Duck. Let's get dangerous. Darkling Duck. Swap to a... Okay. Let's just keep using this Keyblade. You know. For reasons. Oh, we're deeper now than we've ever been. See if we can run into anything. Oh! Ow! You know what? Get out of life. You want to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? That worked. He didn't die. He just retreated, didn't he? Also, it's twice now that hasn't actually triggered defense boost too. And while I understand the fact that I don't have my skill boost stuff on, I seem to have worse luck when I actually equip my skill boost stuff. It's down this way. Oh, more of them! Just trigger defense boost too already. Well, yeah. Yeah, I find it weird that they don't die. They just flee. It's really disconcerting. Game. Game, why are you doing this to me? Huh? Why you gotta be like that? Also, I could just tap twice more. Attack boost 3 would have kicked in and that would have caused the fatal damage. Yeah, instead of just doing what I need you to do all those other times, you're like, he's fine. I need them to, they hit me and I need to trigger attack boost too, and the game's like, no. Nova murdered them. That time they died. Or they escaped during the flash. That's not the point. I'm gonna go with they died. Because it's what should happen to them. These Darklings. I don't care if they used to be human wielders. Now they're nothing but evil Darklings. Darkling. Darkling Duck. If you don't like that pun, you might as well just leave. Because they only get worse. And it's probably going to keep happening as long as you're facing Darkling things. So... Oh, crap. I was even like, boy, I've actually got stuff to talk about today. This is gonna be great. So I don't have to just fish around for things. I think we're done using the Ventus Blade. I've gotten my enjoyment out of it, I think. Sadly enough. Actually, the Ventus Blade is great for these videos because it's not really quite strong enough to do the job on its own. So it makes it a lot more... makes it a lot more sensible for me to cycle through all of the metals on my Keyblade to get to whatever other metal, whatever the friend metal is. But c'est la vie. You know, I had stuff. I was even like, oh gosh, we could talk about this, and we could talk about this, and I had things, not even things that people had suggested, just things. But I think I've lost them. So that figures. So food, guys? Because I was told I apparently talk about food a lot during these videos, which, as far as my memory goes, that seems accurate. I am a connoisseur of foodly delights. You know, I eat things. And tonight's menu was glorious. Would you like to know what my menu was tonight, ladies and gentlemen? I had a hamburger helper. Not just any of them. Oh no, I had the crunchy taco. But like, I started cooking, and then like I stirred it all together before I had to let it simmer, or let it reach a boil and then simmer. And so like I licked the spoon before I set it down, as I always do. As I did that, I'm like, this tastes weird. Not bad, just different. And so I'm like, well, I don't know why it tastes like that. So I took the milk back out when I had to go to make the topping for it. And the milk, like I have always bought, unless a recipe is specifically asked otherwise, 2% milk. This is what I grew up on, so that's what I buy. And obviously that messes up some recipes because there's a higher water content than fat content, and so it throws that off a little off kilter. But I've always made hamburger helper with 2% milk. Well, when I tasted it, it tasted watered down, which is weird. And now Defense Boost 2 procs. But which is weird given the circumstances, because if I always, as I do, use that, then it shouldn't have tasted watered down. It should have tasted fine. But even when I went to drink the milk, I was like, this doesn't taste right. But again, not a something's wrong with this milk kind of way. Might have screwed this up. Yep. There we go. Good puppy. Thank heaven for that puppy. What the heck? Jump the cogs. Oh. Where are we? Oh. So you can get back down even though there's no arrow to indicate that you can. Got it. We're darklings. But yeah, so while my meal was not, you know, near as exciting as like the beer rocks I've been having for lunches, it's still ended up being a weird culinary moment for me. So I still don't know what happened. Just wait. And then when you see in the paper here in a couple days the giant scandal of Kroger watering down their 2% milk and thinking, oh, people won't notice because it's already watery, you'll know that I knew that this was happening before anybody else. And you can say, I was already privy to this knowledge because a YouTuber of limited fame told me as much. And then they'll be like, who was this YouTuber of such limited fame? Surely I would have heard of these exploits. And you're like, no. Because he told it to us while he was playing a video game. Like, a video game? Yes. A mobile game, in fact. As he had nothing more to talk about, he started talking about it and how we would all react to it. And he did it in a weird sort of voice. It was all just quite strange. Quite strange indeed. And that's what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen. And you all know it. You're all aware. Yeah. So. That was my food. Oh! Curious, because my radio station's been doing it the past couple days. And we're approaching Halloween, the spooky time. Though, depending on which show you trust about supernatural things, it's either a completely uneventful time, or a far too eventful time. Defeat all enemies within one turn. Defeat their opponent in one turn. I have 6 turns for the whole map. But you know, Halloween's either, yeah, as I said, either eventful or completely nothing happens. But what are we? Where's the dark plant? Where is Dark Plant Duck? Is he over here? Why is nothing guarding these treasure chests? Get out of my face! 2 turns. Where are we going? Where are we going? Anyway. They were asking people, they had every year, it happens periodically, they get this psychic on, to come on the show, and she gives a bunch of predictions and such that are not, anything really impressive, really. She gives advice based on no knowledge, on limited knowledge, but sufficient knowledge to give to have derived the weak conclusions she comes up with. But so they had her on there today, and they had Ghost Hunters on there the day before. They're talking about all these weird, unexplained occurrences, and I'm like, I don't really buy into the whole ghost thing. Not really. Like, I'm open-minded enough to admit that I could be wrong, but I have no reason to, I don't have sufficient reason to believe the ghost exists. But so I'm a little curious as to your guys' reaction when it comes to ghosts and mediums. I realized that, like, because I went out of my way to fight some things, I wasn't going to finish that in 6 turns. If I hadn't gone out of my way to fight them, then I wouldn't have been able to get the in 1 turn thing. Stupid. Contradicting quests. Open all treasure chests. Screw you two. Things that require me to open all chests, including chests that I don't need. We'll go back to Starlight. Oh, the phone is appearing to have trouble keeping up. Again, she's getting up there in years. This here phone. I was like, oh, I don't need that. I was about to pass it up again. Luckily, I did not. All right, what do we got? Oh, Darkling Duck. But yeah, so I'm just kind of curious as to, has anybody ever had any spooky occurrences occur to them? What is your ghost story? Because like really, like I lived. My dad's a funeral director. I lived above a funeral home for the large portion of my life, and never saw a ghost. I've been in funeral homes many a time. Nothing strange ever happened. Like, these places that are supposed to be very popular for spirits, nothing's ever happened while I was there. And again, I realize that's not everybody's experience necessarily, but yeah, I'm just like, okay. But you could hopefully, at least if you believe in it, you can understand why I would be skeptical. But yeah, I'm just curious because I know some people have some pretty fascinating stories that they're always excited to share. So if you would like to share, please put it in the comments. I'm curious. And nobody make fun of them if you think that they're off their rocker, because they might be the ones who know what's up and you don't. Always be wary of that. Let's go check out our medals because we apparently have too many. We've got too many. We do not need that many pences, or anything else for that matter. All these top medals are garbage. I'm hoping this weekend, since I'm gonna be stuck at a table, at least if I can't borrow my girlfriend's laptop, I'll at the very least take my phone and a charger, and I'll just pound out a bunch of grinding on these different quests and such, because that way I'll be able to be like, look, I accomplished something. Oh yeah, and there's all these guys. Today's jewel quest required 3-star lower medals, so that's that. Still have 6 meow wows. Flauber meows. Flauber meows. Because that's the thing. Do that. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. I really need to grind some more evolved medals. But it just takes so much time and so much SP now that it's not 0 SP. Hopefully we can get 0 SP this weekend, or my grinding will won't amount to much, considering I don't have... Ooh, do I not have any Mickeys? Yeah, I have no Fantasia Mickeys. So that will be a great annoyance to me. Though apparently I have, what was that, like 150 mirrors? 156 mirrors to be precise. That's cool. And it's still only the one broom though. So, for those who are unawares, allow me to introduce you to the 2 new avatar boards, Jafar and Ursula. Pick your poison as you would so desire. I'm surprised there's not a 3rd one, because both of these have gems attached to them. So if they would have given one more, they could have had a power gem also, and that would have been sweet. But I guess they don't want to like give you too many avatar boards at once, because otherwise you won't be able to afford them all. Yeah, no. But you can get Speed Gem from Jafar and Magic Gem from Ursula. Jafar, you can see what he comes with. all his fun stuff. 1 broom, 6 mirrors. And then second chance to attack boost 4, gauge 2, attack boost 4, max, and Lux Plus. Whereas Ursula is a lot of the same, except defense boost 4, attack boost 4, Lux Plus, and attack boost 4, max, and gauge 2. Plus a magic gem, so speed gem. So that's currently going on. If you're also unaware and you're stuck in the later parts of the Colosseum, in like the tier 14 later rounds, apparently there has been an issue with the game, allegedly, where there's a giant spike in shadow health. Not shadow, I'm sorry, heartless health in those later rounds, and they're looking into it, and hopefully they'll get that resolved. Because I'm like, well, great! And that's how I'm going to be stuck from getting any further in the Colosseum. But, nevertheless, as you can see, everything's pretty well the same. I still haven't done Union Crossing again, which is why I'm like, I'm hoping I can do it this weekend. But, you never do know. You never can tell. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you are curious about joining the party, we are Obi's Jury. We do have some vacancies available. If you would be so inclined to join us. Open up the page right now. Obi's Jury. Party ranking is 151st. And we're not even trying that hard this weekend. You can feel free to join us. We only have 19 out of 30 members. We are a casual group. And I will have, if you try to join, I will have to manually approve you. But all you have to do is enter in as your message when you go to join jury duty. That's all you have to do. And you can become part of our wonderful crew. So, if you're interested, please join us. We're always looking for fresh meat. That said, yeah, we have some people who have not played in a while, and if we started getting a lot of people joining, we would start kicking people who aren't active. But again, we are a casual group, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, so nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed it, then by all means, do feel free to hit the like button. Of course, if you dislike this video for whatever reason, the dislike button is right there as well. Comments are always appreciated, so long as they are kept spoiler-free. Next time, we will continue searching the tower in our quest to see what has become of Ephemer. Hopefully we find something. Hopefully we get some more jewels and some medals. And hopefully I have time to record things this weekend, or to at the very least play this game some. We'll see what happens. Again, thank you all so much for watching this. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this video is adjourned.